All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is my great honor and pleasure to welcome you all here to Care Center's 2024 graduation ceremony. I'm Bessie Nasiopoulos, Case Manager and Professional Development Lead at Care Center. Here, we're all together. We support internationally educated nurses back into practice, achieving their goals, and reaching their full potential. Before we begin, I would like to extend a special welcome and heartfelt thanks to our esteemed guests of honor, Dr. Lee Chapman and Dr. Angela Cooper Brathwaite, to our board members, to our executive director, Dr. Ruth Lee, to our program manager, Rolel Mubader, to our entire team at Care Center, to our employer partners, stakeholders, to our members, friends, family, guests, most importantly, to all of you, the graduating Care Center IENs of 2024. Everyone's presence here today means the world to our graduates and adds to the significance of this milestone event. But before we get started, I would like to take 1 minute to acknowledge the land we are meeting on today. We acknowledge the land we are meeting on is the traditional territory of many nations, including the Mississaugas of the Credit, the Anishinaabeg, the Chepway, the Haudenosaunee, and the Wendat peoples, and is now home to many diverse First Nations, Inuit, and Metis peoples. We also acknowledge that Toronto is covered by Treaty 13 with the Mississaugas of the Credit. We are all treaty people. Many of us have come here as settlers, immigrants, newcomers in this generation or generations past. We also acknowledge those of us who come here involuntarily as part of the transatlantic slave trade and honor and pay tribute to the ancestors of African origin and descent. We are mindful of broken covenants and we strive to make this right with the land and with each other. Now we will request our distinguished executive director, Dr. Ruth Lee, to address the gathering. Ruth, we're always amazed by your passion supporting internationally educated nurses and us, sharing your expertise and knowledge in every way possible to help us all. Dr. Ruth Lee is the Executive Director of Care Center for Internationally Educated Nurses. She's an Associate Clinical Professor at McMaster University School of Nursing, where she's a faculty member of the graduate program. Ruth obtained her bachelor's and master's degree from the Faculty of Nursing, University of Toronto, and her PhD from the Institute of Medical Sciences, University of Toronto. Prior to joining Care Center, Ruth was a chief nursing practice at Hamilton Health Sciences for 13 years. And Ruth was awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award by the Registered Nurses Association of Ontario in 2018 for her outstanding contributions to the nursing profession. Ruth, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Bessie, for your very kind introduction. It certainly is a privilege for me to be able to work with a very dedicated team at Care Center for Internationally Educated Nurses. So for many years, I've been affiliated with Care Center, and I'm so privileged that the analogy I compare is that everybody knows me, know that I love food, and we all look forward to the dessert at the end of the meal. And for me, all these years working along with Care Center before I joined as a staff, it's like having that dessert. So in 2017, I was privileged to be the executive director, and now I have it morning, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm having dessert. So you can imagine it's such an honor and privilege to be working with such dedicated team. So on that, I'd like to thank all of our team members at Care Center for your dedication to make this day happen. So this day, we call it the graduation. What that means is that for all of you who are graduating today, that means that you have received your registration in the province of Ontario as RN and RPN. And that's a major, major achievement. And we really like to celebrate this occasion. So you left your school behind. We are creating that school graduation for all of you. And we want to see more graduations come. For example, for those of you who transition from RPN to RN, we can certainly have you again in the graduation. You can always be a guest. As all of us know, once you join Care Center, you're always part of this school or the family of Care Center. So congratulations. And I will miss not to mention all the support that all of you get to today. Your loved ones, your family, your colleagues, and also all the employers that you're working with right now when you're in your journey to get your license and beyond. So I want all of you to know that after today's ceremony, it doesn't mean goodbye. It means a new beginning of our relationship together. CARE is always here for you. You have a lifetime membership, remember that? You're alumni. It's just almost like Angela and myself are both alumni of University of Toronto. We're on the alumni list, even we're not going to school every day. But here we have it, okay? You have my word. We're always here for all of you. And there are ups and downs in everybody's career journey. So here's what CARE Center for. I'm very pleased to see many of our graduates actually recently achieved their doctorates. One of them, actually, Gwen Williams, many of you know her, have joined CARE Center as a board member. And help guide the organization moving forward. So on that, congratulations again to all of you. Again, as I said, beginning of our new relationship moving forward. I know that a few member board directors are joining us today. Unfortunately, I just got a message from our board chair, Mr. Phil Strom was not able to attend due to some urgent issues, but he will be able to see the recording. So we will share that with him and all of our board members. And for that, I also acknowledge the tremendous support that our board have provided to all of us, particularly to myself. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce the Chief Nursing Officer of Canada, Dr. Lee Chapman. Unfortunately, with very short notice, Lee had to go to the West Coast to deal with some matters. And as we speak, she's on the flight. But she's very kind to give us a recording of her greetings to all of us. And after my introduction of Lee, Bessie will be playing that recording. So Lee Chapman, actually, Lee and I are paths crossed when I was during that 13 years that Bessie talked about when I was chair of nursing practice at McMaster University Medical Center, Hamilton Health Sciences. Lee was actually working at the hospital at the time. So she became the chief nursing officer in 2020, and we're absolutely delighted that she's continued to be very supportive of internationally educated nurses. And her affiliation with the internationally educated nurses is over 2 decades. So she's very well aware of the issues, and she's very, very supportive. So Dr. Lee Chapman is committed to advancing the nursing profession and ensuring equitable access to quality care for people in Canada. As Chief Nursing Officer for Canada, she provides strategic advice to Health Canada to address pan-Canadian nursing priorities and represent the federal government at domestic and international forums. She also plays a convincing role by engaging and collaborating with the nursing community to identify nursing workforce issues and innovative solutions to share health system challenges. She's dedicated to making nursing a profession of choice in Canada to support our publicly funded health system. Over the course of her career, Lee has gained a deep understanding of nursing through her work in both frontline and clinical leadership capacities. Her professional experience spans various settings and includes clinical care, education, research, administration, policy, and advocacy. Prior to becoming the Chief Nursing Officer for Canada, Lee was the inaugural Director of Clinical Services with Inner City Health Associates in Toronto. Her work focused on strategic, operational, and clinical oversight of nursing services for people experiencing homelessness who were affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition to her role as Chief Nursing Officer for Canada, Lee continues to practice as a registered nurse by providing frontline care and harm reduction services at a community-based consumption and treatment site in Toronto. Lee developed a passion for working with people experiencing homelessness and people who use drugs following the overdose death of her brother in 2015. Lee received a Bachelor of Science in Nursing and a Master of Science in Clinical Health Services Nursing from McMaster University. In 2019, she completed her PhD at the University of Toronto's Lawrence S. Bloomberg Faculty of Nursing, where her research focused on competency assessment of clinicians practicing in academic hospital settings. Conducting this research provides Lee with insight into the different ways in which the regulation of health professionals intersect with organizational priorities in acute care settings. Lee has been involved in the life-saving work of the Toronto Overdose Prevention Society, has been a director on the board of the Harm Reduction Nurses Association, and was recently profiled as one of Canada's top 10 healthcare innovators by McLean's magazine. So recently, Lee been very involved, actually leading the development of the nursing retention toolkit and program. And the intent here is that we all work together to make sure that we do a good job in retaining every one of you, and all the nurses, because we do have a large change in the nursing workforce, with many leaving the country or not staying in the profession altogether. So retention is a huge issue, and we all need to work with that. And then, of course, integration as well, in terms of care center initiative. We work very closely on that one. So again, without further ado, Bessie, will you please play the recording that Lee have shared with us? Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Bonjour tout le monde. I want to thank Care Center for Internationally Educated Nurses for the opportunity to provide some very brief opening remarks for your important graduation ceremony today. I also want to especially congratulate the graduates, all of you who are celebrating today. I know that the journey to emigrate to a new country, the journey to integrate into a new health system, and meet new colleagues, sometimes learn a new language, it's all very, very difficult. And I hope that you're all celebrating today this huge accomplishment. I'm so pleased that you've been supported by Care for Nurses in your journey. Since I joined this role with the federal government in August of 2022, I've been committed to accelerating the integration of internationally educated nurses. We know it's a very long and sometimes difficult and cumbersome process. So having the support of Care Center for Internationally Educated Nurses is critical. I've been so pleased to be involved in care for about 20 years now, and have been so inspired by the important work that they do. So I want to thank Dr. Ruth Lee, as well as the board and all of the Care Center staff for their support of all of you who are graduating today. There is not a single person in Canada who won't be impacted by nursing care at some point in their career. So I really want to thank you all for choosing Canada, for joining our health workforce. I can almost guarantee you that there will be work for you, that there will always be a job for you in supporting our health systems. This is truly legacy work that you're doing every single day in really integrating into the very fabric of our country. So thank you very much. A huge, huge congratulations to the graduates. And thank you very much for the opportunity to provide some brief remarks. I wish I could join you in person for this celebration or live. And I hope that you all take the time to celebrate with your family, your friends, and your colleagues on your graduation today. So thank you very much and congratulations.
Wow, this is wonderful. Lee is very close to us, and you hear her. She's very, very committed, and by virtue of her believing in equity, to provide equal and better access to international educated nurses into the healthcare system is very dear to her heart, and we're very delighted have the privilege to be working with her and influence policy and so on. So again, very down to earth kind of person. We're very fortunate to have Lee as our Chief Nursing Officer of the country. We also have a number of record in stock, right, Bessie? So people would like to listen to her. She was our keynote last year. And of course, we're very, very honored and privileged, delighted to have our very own, I call her our very own, Dr. Angela Cooper Broadway. She's a dear friend to CARE Center and a very dear friend of mine that I'm so honored to have. Every time I listen to Angela, I learn so much from her. And truly a role model, not to mention Angela is an internationally educated nurses. So is one of the international educated nurses success story, I dare say. So she have a lot of wisdom to share with us. Before I say that, I just want Angela to know we have between 2023 and 2024, we have over 200 IENs received their registration. So we have over 200 graduates today. And as we all know, everybody is working now, luckily, and not every one of them able to join us. So we are recording this, so I'm sure that many of them will listen to your keynote speech and learn a lot, just like myself. So anticipating to listen to you. So building resilience through adversity, determination, and perseverance is the keynote that Dr. Angela Cooper Broadway is going to share with us today. So before we start, we were having a short conversation. I basically say, Angela, I know how hard you have worked, and truly, she has slipped through the adversity, determination, and perseverance to get where she is today. It's not just anything handed to any one of us, particularly international educated nurses. So Angela, I'm going to share a bit of her past with you, and so you know what I'm talking about. Someone with determination, hard work, intelligent, and also a lot of human skills to get to where she is today. So Angela is the past president of the RNAO, which is the Nurse Association of Ontario, and co-chair of RNAO's Anti-Black Racism Task Force, adjunct professor and associate graduate faculty member, Ontario Tech University. Angela holds a PhD in nursing from the University of Toronto, Master of Nursing, University of Manitoba, Bachelor of Nursing, Memorial University, Newfoundland. She's a fellow of the American Academy of Nursing. In 2024, she received an honorary doctorate of university at University of Ottawa. She has national and international experience, executive leadership, administration, education, policy advocacy, clinical experience in pediatrics, mental health, and maternal child health. Angela's teaching experience includes graduate and undergraduate experience. She taught undergrad nurses at Red River Community College in Winnipeg from 1985 to 1987, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Ontario Tech University from 2012 to 2017. She also taught graduate students at the University of Toronto from 2004 to 2014, and graduate students at Ontario Tech University from 2020 to now. So anyone thinking about learning more from her, I encourage you to join that school, Ontario Tech University. She's still faculty there working. She has mentored numerous PhD and Masters of Health Science students over the past 20 years. At present, she is the member of the supervisory thesis committee for 3 Masters of Health Science students. As a policy and political advocate, she was influential in having the provincial government develop and implement the Healthy Babies, Healthy Children's program in Ontario in 1998. Actually, some of her work impact all of us, and I'm going to tell you why. In 2008 to 2009, she advocated for the provincial government to amend the Highway Traffic Act. So for those of you who are driving, you're going to be very happy to learn the leadership that Angela provided in this. Distracting driving and passenger safety, which was amended in September 2009, as well as collaborated with municipal and provincial governments to amend the Ontario Building Code, which was amended in 2006 to include stair design in all new homes. Talk about impacting everybody's daily life. Angela has academic and service awards, leadership awards in health equity, Student Mentorship, Political Action, Lifetime Achievement Award, and Award of Merit from the RNAO, University of Toronto Distinguished Alumni, Ontario Public Health Leadership Award, Award of Excellence, Regional Municipal of Durham. She was inducted into the Order of Ontario and appointed to the Order of Canada in 2022. She has published numerous peer-reviewed papers, areas of research, area preventing type 2 diabetes, intervention in cultural competence and system racism in nursing and health equity. Angela, so very proud of you, and I'm eager to listen to you and learn from your words of wisdom. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Ruth Lee. It is an honor and a privilege to talk to you this afternoon. Dr. Ruth Lee, Executive Director, CARE Center for Internationally Educated Nurses, faculty members, board members, graduates, and distinguished guests. It is my privilege to talk to you this afternoon in this momentous occasion. As mentioned before, I am Dr. Angela Cooper Brathwaite, and it brings me great joy to speak to you, the graduating class. You have achieved another milestone in your lives. You have worked diligently, and today you are being rewarded for your accomplishments. Your parents, your families, members, teachers, professors were influential in helping you reach this goal. Our parents help us or raise us to be good citizens so that we can contribute to society. Good citizens are purpose-driven. They set goals and they achieve them, regardless of what they have experienced. You too have made a difference by being a good example of resilience by working through adversity. As a small child, my mother told me that whatever I set my heart to do, I can do, and I believed her. My father died when I was 5 months old, but this never deterred me from achieving my goals and aspirations. With God's help, I have achieved more than I ever dreamed of. Sonia Sotomayor, Associate Justice of the United States, said, "It's important for all of us to appreciate where we come from and how the history has really shaped us in the ways that we might not understand." End of quote. Graduates, if you believe in achieving great things, you will achieve great things. I applaud you for your determination, steadfastness, and forward thinking. Your success today speaks volumes. Each of you is unique and special. You have different strengths, talents, abilities, potentials. Use them. Don't compare yourself with others. Be yourself. Your uniqueness and your determination will help you achieve many things and also to contribute to society and the world. Always remember that this world will be a better place if you use your gifts, talents, skills, ability, adversity, or setbacks. Don't let them distract you from moving forward. Learn from them. Use them as stepping stones to the next goal. Let's learn a lesson from Thomas Edison. He invented the incandescent light bulb. What made Edison's contribution to electric lighting so extraordinary was he never stopped with improving the light bulb. He developed a whole suite of interventions that made the use of light bulbs practical. He had many failures. He said, quote, "I have not failed 10,000 times, but I have successfully found 10,000 ways that will not work." Look at his attitude. I would also like to share a story about a living legend, Dr. Kim Pok Phang. As an 8-year-old girl, she was burnt in the by napalm during the Vietnam War of 1972. She suffered numerous burns to most of her body. She was left in a hospital morgue among the dead. Her family found her And after numerous surgeries and treatments, she was set up to do the same things under the unique umbrella organization called Kim Pok Foundation International. In 1994, Kim was named UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador. In 2022, she welcomed 236 Ukrainian refugees and children. She has seven honorary doctorates and peace prizes. She also has the Order of Ontario and the Order of Canada. Kim's tragedies never deter her from helping others. She continues to contribute to society today. Before I share some of my stories, I would also like to precede them with a few statements about myself. I too have experienced adversity, such as racism in academic and healthcare setting, and I'd like to just share one. I was working at Red River Community College following my master's degree, and I was the only Black person on staff. The first year, as you know, when you teach, is a lot of work because you're dealing with new content. And I put a lot of effort into teaching that year. In those days, we did not store our notes on computers. Computers were not well advanced as they are today. So you've typed on a typewriter, you made photocopies, and you store them in files in your office. At the end of the first year, the college had 3 options for teachers. One, you could go to a return to work experience in any specialty you would like to upgrade in, or you could stay at the college and go through all student files, review all the evaluations, and document one evaluation for the whole year, which went on the academic files. The other option was to take a group of students for consolidation in the community or hospital setting. I chose to go to a return to work experience in mental health because it was very close to where I was living. By the way, the college was the opposite side to where I lived. So it took me 1 hour to get to work in the morning and 1 hour to get to work in the evening. So I chose that way, mental health, which is one of my specialties. At the time, people questioned my abilities. But the more people questioned my experience, my abilities, and even experience of racism in healthcare settings, it makes me more determined. I have learned to forgive others who judge me wrongfully. I am not defined by people's negative views of who I am. I am unique, one of a kind. And following that story, where I did that first year at the college, when I came back at the second year, 1 week before the college was open, every file was missing. And I went to the director and I told her that all the content which I have to teach in 1 week was missing. And she said, oh, maybe the students stole them. And I said, no, it's not the students. I used to lend my files to the students. They photocopied what they wanted from my files. They brought it back intact. I said, it can't be the students. Neither do they have access to my office. The only people who have access to my office are people in my office or the people who do the cleaning for the office. So it's not a student. Up to today, I do not know what kind of evaluation she did or investigation to find out about my problem. It is one time I came very close to having a mental breakdown. Just talking about it, I kind of relived the experience. She never reduced my workload. It's one other colleague who said to me, Angela, I will join my class with your class and give you some time to try and get to some of the content that you're not familiar with. That was the only support I had. At the second semester, another colleague who was teaching maternity care decided to go to Texas to do her master's. And I was offered that portfolio, and that's one of my specialties. So it made it easier for me to teach. but I did not trust any of my peers. By this time, I had lost all confidence in my peers. I was afraid to eat food from the fridge that I would bring from home. I couldn't do it. So what I did was I spoke to a friend of mine who I'd worked with in Newfoundland if they had opportunities for someone doing mental health, and he told me about a job at Whitby Mental Health Center. I applied for it. I was offered the job the same day I came for the interview. And they even called my director for references. So she knew then that I was planning to leave. I did spend the second year there. And believe me, she was not happy with me leaving. I gave her 1 month's notice, which was based on the collective agreement. And she decided not to pay me any of my salary for the summer. So I met with the union representative in a hotel room. I was traveling to Europe the next day, and he said to me, Angela, you met the requirements of the collective agreement. Don't worry about it. Move to Ontario, and I will ensure that you get your salary. I did not get my salary until sometime in October that year, after moving to Ontario. So some of my other stories, these are more positive stories. Between 1996 and 1998, I was a volunteer board member at RNAO, and I had many opportunities to talk to the members of the provincial parliament. In 1997, at an Assembly of Leaders meeting of an RNAO, I advocated for the implementation of a clinical program to bridge the gap between hospital maternity units and the community. I spoke with the Minister of Health, Elizabeth Whitmer, about the number of breastfeeding babies who are dying from jaundice in the community due to the early discharge program. At that time, mothers could be discharged 12 hours after or 1 day after, 24 hours after delivery. There was no follow-up for these newborn babies or mothers in the community. First-time mothers lacked the knowledge and skills in recognizing jaundice in their babies. Minister Whitmer listened to me very closely about my concerns, brought it to the Ontario provincial government, who facilitated the development and implementation of the Healthy Babies Healthy Program in 1998. The Healthy Baby Healthy Program is a collaborative program between hospital maternity units and public health. This program is so effective that it has continued to be sustainable. Prior to 2005, the Highway Traffic Act in Ontario did not include 1 seatbelt per person per vehicle. A group of Chinese visitors from China were involved in a motor vehicle collision in Ontario. Some of them died and others were badly injured. There were insufficient seatbelts in their vehicle to accommodate each person. This situation motivated me to advocate for changes in the Highway Traffic Act. Between 2005 and 2006, I collaborated with local and provincial governments, the RNAO, Ontario Public Health Association, Smart Risk, Smart Kids Canada, the Injury Prevention Coalition, and 35 public health units in Ontario to influence the provincial government to amend the Highway Traffic Act. 1 seatbelt for 1 person, limit the number of seatbelts to the number of passengers in a vehicle. I met with local and provincial politicians in their constituency offices, attended annual general meetings of OPHA and the RNAO to present a resolution on amending the Highway Traffic Act, 1 seatbelt for 1 person. This resolution was supported by the voting delegates at these annual general meetings. I also presented a report with supportive evidence from the literature to the provincial government standing committee at the Legislative Assembly at Queen's Park. The Highway Traffic Act was amended in 2006 by the provincial government and became law. May 2020, George Floyd was murdered by a police officer in the US. The world saw the brutal killing of an unarmed Black man. George Floyd's death motivated the CEO of RNAU to do something about racism in nursing. She asked me to set up the task force for Black nurses, including nursing students. Members of the task force and the broader nursing community attended webinars offered by the task force on a variety of topics to become more informed on anti-Black racism. The task force members conducted a questionnaire, contributed to a survey which was sent to all the Black nurses in Ontario. As co-chair of the task force, I analyzed the qualitative and quantitative data. On February the 8th, 2022, we launched a groundbreaking report entitled Acknowledging, Addressing, and Tackling Anti-Black Racism, and which was resulted in many TV and newspaper interviews and radio interviews. There are many positive outcomes from this report, such as some universities in Ontario have revised their undergraduate and graduate curriculum to include anti-racism and health equity. Others have hired a director of diversity, equity, and inclusion. Others have developed the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee to address racism in nursing. Members of the task force have published 3 papers from the report in peer-reviewed journals. The task force members and other Black nurses were provided safe spaces to express their experience of racism. As a result, this report, in March 2024, the College of Nurses, which is our licensing organization for registered nurses, registered practical nurses, and nurse practitioners, has conducted a survey on workforce census, demographics, and nursing practice, which includes culture, ethnicity, racism, and nursing practice in all its members. It was published on the college website in October 2024. I share these stories to encourage you and demonstrate that it's not what has happened to you, but how you respond to what has happened to you that determine the outcomes for yourself and for others. Dr. Phing Hock Phang, Thomas Edison, and I share 3 special qualities: resilience, determination, and perseverance. Resilience is defined as the process of adapting well in the face of adversity, trauma, tragedy, threats, or significant sources of stress, such as family relationships and problems, serious health problems, or workplace and financial stressors. That's a definition from the American Psychological Association 2022. Alternatively, determination is defined as the ability to continue trying to do something, although it is very difficult. That's the Cambridge Dictionary. And perseverance is defined as the continued effort to do or achieve something despite difficulties, failure, or oppression. Successful people have these 3 characteristics, and I say to you graduates, you too can develop them if you don't have them. In closing, I say to the graduates, be flexible. Learn to adapt to different circumstances and settings. Have a positive attitude. Go and conquer your world. Yes, you can do it. Be a difference maker. Be an overcomer. Be purpose-driven. Set goals. Climb the mountains in your path and build resilience along the way. I end my speech with a quote from Maya Angelou, who said, quote, "The question is not how to survive, but how to thrive with passion, compassion, humor, and style," close quote. God bless you and keep you in his care. Have an enjoyable evening and celebrate your achievements. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Angela, for sharing a part of yourself. A great leader have the courage to show their vulnerability. It's always easy to say how great one is, how much one achieve, but like you, a great leader, Angela, you share your vulnerabilities, you share your emotions, you share yourself as a human being, like the rest of us. So having the honor of Ontario and Canada is no small matter. We're so very proud of you, and we thank you so much for sharing yourself with CARE. You're always part of the CARE family, and you are the leader we look up to. So thank you so much for sharing those words of wisdom. I'm sure the graduates will have many food for thought and many food to chill and digest, and hopefully they get a lot. One of the things I really take it to heart is stay positive. We always talk about the half full and half empty. And I think it's very important that we stay positive among all the adversaries that Angela have talked about. She turned it around. She make it become a positive. She make it a good thing out of some tragedy. I still remember the days I read the paper and watched TV about that accident that Angela talked about. By virtue of being Chinese, I probably get more information than others. But it's taking someone like Angela, taking the leadership to make a change of life for all humanity. Most likely, many other countries learn from this as well, Angela. So thank you, and thank you very much. Your very busy schedule, you are here sharing a part of yourself. There's no matter, no money can buy this kind of love from a leader like yourself. Again, our heartfelt appreciations. So
Thank you.
yeah, so proud of you. And another thing I also want to acknowledge is the support that we have received from the Ontario government, the Ministry of Labour, Immigration, Training and Skills Development, to allow us to continue to do the work that we do. And also Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada to support our peer arrival program. So not to mention the number of employer partners who work so closely with us to provide opportunity in employment all the way from any role in the hospital setting, so that all of our international educated nurses members able to learn the Canadian healthcare system in their journey of getting their license. And now all of you got your license. And beyond, how the employer, because of your experience with them, will hire you into their staff pool as RNs and RPNs and beyond. So we were talking to a number of employers in these past couple of weeks because we are in the process of renewing our contract with the funders, and we do need to have partners. So we were so overwhelmed. We have 50 plus former partners that we have worked with in this past few years, and they are so eager to provide us the partnership and also support letters to support us to continue the support from our funders. So to that, I'm truly humble and grateful. And not to mention, we have wonderful colleagues like Angela, who's never say no to my request. So for those of you who know me, my team certainly know me well. Don't say anything to Ruth Lee, because she will take you very seriously when you offer up any kind of help. And when you say to Ruth, call me when you need me, oh, I'm telling you, I take that to heart and I remember you. So I really encourage all our graduates to stay in touch with us because I probably one day will call on you to say, we really like you to be doing that keynote address, like what Angela have done for us today. So as I mentioned, we have members. Actually, last count, I think 3 of our members have their doctorates. And 2 of them actually, as I mentioned, joined our board of directors. So now they become my boss. So I'm very fortunate. Our team is absolutely very fortunate to have such dedicated people leading the organization. So personally, I'm also count my blessings. My blessings during very challenging times of COVID-19. We were not in good shape. No nursing is in good shape, I can tell you. Everybody worked very hard. Everybody want to make things better. And it's during that time, in 2021, I have the good fortune of having Rola Almabada join our team as a first of all case manager and subsequently become program manager. I do not know how I personally survived those years without having Rola as my partner at Care Center. So on that, I'd like to thank Rola very much, and I'd like to introduce her so she will carry on the next part of the graduation celebration. So Rola Mabata is the program manager at Care Center, as I mentioned, and she brings 27 years of broad range experience in healthcare quality, clinical informatics, and nursing education. Rola held several positions as a professional education development consultant, professor assistant, facilitator, and quality consultant in Canada and internationally. Rola is committed to supporting nurses nationally and internationally through mentoring, influencing policy, and improving the quality of healthcare services, ensuring nurses are practicing in a safe, diverse, equitable, inclusive, and people-centered environment. Rola obtained her Bachelor of Science degree in nursing from American University of Beirut and her master's degree from Wollongong University, Australia. As well, Rola co-authored a book with over 300 authors from around the globe. The chapter, she wrote a book chapter in collaboration with a number of Care Center team member, highlights the value of mentorship through narrative stories of IEN mentees and mentors and the support offered to IENs by Care Center mentoring program. The chapter was published in 2023 by Springers. And then if you click on their link, it's called Mentoring in Nursing Through Narrative Stories Across the World. That is the publication. And as we speak, Rola, I have the privilege to work with Rola as the lead editor, together with our professional practice lead, Ruth Wojcik. Many of you know Ruth. The three of us is working on another book, a new book to be released in early 2025. And the title of that book is Globalization and Integration of Internationally Educated Nurses, a Comprehensive Analysis. So the three of us are responsible for the Canadian chapter, and then together with a number of other countries, such as the US, the UK, Australia, and Finland. So we look forward to completing that book by early 2025 and hopefully in print mid 2025. So without further ado, Rola, take it away.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ruth. And I'm actually humbled and blessed to be today with everyone and among actually inspirational leaders like yourself, Ruth, and Dr. Cooper Brathwaite. And thank you to our dedicated team at Care Center. I wouldn't have been here without the support of Care Center and without the support of my talented and, as I said, very dedicated team of case managers and admin staff and very diversified skills and talents. So I would like to start by saying a few words. Just the introduction is so heartwarming. I just want to address the graduates as being a fellow IEN myself. So good afternoon, graduate and estimated guests, families, friends, and colleagues. It's a true honor to be here today, and it's heartwarming as well. Being the program manager at Care Center, a fellow IEN, who actually went through the journey back in 2010 when I chose Canada to be home. It was actually not as maybe challenging, or maybe challenging more than, but it was still something that I actually kind of went through it and walked through this journey. So this accomplishment for all the marks a significant milestone, as Dr. Cooper already Brathwaite mentioned and Dr. Ruthley. It's not just about your careers, but in your lives. And Dr. Lee Chapman had mentioned, like, to be challenged to learn a new language, to adapt to a new community, to understand a new healthcare system. These are all actually challenges. So it is actually the culmination of countless hours of your dedication as IENs and graduates, perseverance of what you're doing, and unwavering determination. So today, you're not only the graduates, but also innovators and future leaders who have turned your dreams into reality. So, and I have, as I look at the screen, I have Bessie, and I always remember Bessie, our professional development team, as an IEN as well herself, and as a success story, and as a backbone to our organization as well, and everything that she does. So this is another example of success as well on the screen, just a living experience. So when I reflect on my own journey as an IEN, navigating the nursing licensure process in Ontario, I remember moments of doubt and frustration and exhaustion. And I think I share this with many of you fellow IENs. But I also remember the immense of support and resources that made me actually where I am today and achieve this dream. Becoming a family member of Care Center, that was one of the best decisions I made in my life, because I was hesitant of what I can do and what I can do. But they played a pivotal role in my success, providing not just guidance and tools, but also a community that believed in my potential. And I still remember my case manager at that time. She's not on this call, but I always want to give her a kind of a shout and a call out. Norma Tomlin, who is now actually with the WeRPN, a director of professional practice, who said, we don't want the icing on the cake. We want to do the cake together. We want to make this cake. We want to kind of get the ingredients right. You have everything. You have the talent, the expertise, years of knowledge and experience, but still we need to put this into an exam success, into whatever needed for the licensure requirement before we say you're ready to go. So, and this is, I took this advice, and that's what made me actually kind of get my registration in a period of 2 years, which at that time was really considered a remarkable time. People would take 4 years and 5 years with the same knowledge and expertise as mine. So again, as I prepared to this speech today, and I was reading this book actually, which is called The Rhinoceros Success by Scott Alexander, and I just thought that there are lessons to be learned from that book. Just to give you a hint, what is the book about? Is a motivational guide that challenges us to embrace a mindset of a rhinoceros, and also charging forward with a thick skin, focusing and unrelenting determination of our goals to achieve. So your success today as registered nurses and practical registered nurses, and or because some of them have dual registration, which is great, and double congratulations for you, is a proof of that rhinoceros spirit and set of mind. You charge through barriers. Be one of them to get through the credential evaluation, examinations, clinical placements like SPAP, and you remained focused, knowing that this path was not just about career, but about a calling to serve your profession, your communities, your families, yourself, and make the difference. But this is only the beginning. As you embark on your professional journeys, I encourage you to continue embodying that rhinoceros mindset. Embrace opportunities for growth, advocate for your patients, and continue to learn and adapt. The healthcare system in Ontario needs your diverse perspectives, your global experiences, and your unwavering dedication and compassion. Remember, you're not just nurses. You're the innovators, you're the future leaders, and you are going to advocate for change that you wish to happen. Again, learn on your community. Learn from your community and lean on us, your colleagues, the organizations that have supported you and you're actually working at and growing and thriving. And also to your families and friends who are here this afternoon with us. I would thank them as well for supporting you through your journey, because it's everybody's actually been through with you through this journey, I believe. Your encouragement and sacrifices have been foundation of their success. To their families and friends, congratulations. And to the graduates, celebrate this moment. You've earned it. Walk into your new roles with confidence, knowing that your hard work has prepared you to make an incredible impact, and trust that you are a lifelong alumni of Care Center. You're a friend, you're a colleague, and you're an ambassador. at any time you're looking for any support or also to support fellow IENs, please reach out. The world needs your compassion, your knowledge, your drive. Ontario and Canada is so lucky to have you IENs and to have us as a community and to have Care Center to support you. Congratulations and welcome to the next chapter of your journey. As a registered nurses and or registered practical nurses, charge forward with open mind and open heart, and you've already proven that you have made it what it takes. You have all the skills and the knowledge. Thank you. So I will like to introduce our valedictorian. She's on the call now, I think.
Before that, Lourdes,
Would you like to run the video?
let's run the video if that's okay, Lola.
Because I don't want to speak too much, but I want to say the video would tell you about how our team is, I would say, we're blessed and grateful, how they are talented, how they support IENs day in and day out. So I'm not going to speak about it, but I'm going to say thank you. And thank you again, team, for all your support. And I leave it for the video to tell you about what they do and how they do it, and about all the success stories that they have actually been contributing to. Please do, Bessie. Thank you so much.
I find it so very important for the IENs. As nurses, we know we're lifelong learners, and coming into a new country, the challenges are unspoken or unknown. Yes, we are all nurses, but there's different cultural aspects, different language barriers, different scope of practice. And with our professional development courses and workshops, we're able to address these and support them in many ways. We have 4 big categories of workshops. One is nursing essential skills. The other one is communication and workplace integration. The third one has to do with their nursing registration process and course preparation. And the fourth has to do with employment and career development, connecting them and building their network with employers.
As a mentoring program lead, what I do is support internationally educated nurses and match them with expert nurses. We do have 2 kinds of support. One is observational job shadowing and one is virtual mentoring. In these 2 opportunities, they're having a chance to connect with an expert nurse, talk about and learn from them regarding their scope of practice, their routines. And we do have different facilities such as hospitals, long-term care, and community nursing agencies.
Care Center for Internationally Educated Nurses also offers a pre-arrival program for people migrating to any province or territory in Canada on a permanent resident status. And we have different services to help them on their licensure and employment journey. So we do one-on-one case management, helping them navigate the licensure process across the country. We do a series of informational webinars on nursing in Canada, the assessment process, the Canadian healthcare sector, Canadian workplace culture, and we also offer mentorship opportunities with the Canadian Nurses Association.
Being a case manager is beyond coordinating. It's understanding and tailoring what their needs are. There's a lot of references or referrals that we can do. We have a lot of interesting programs set up for the STARS program, observational job shadowing, virtual mentoring. These are all programs that they could avail when they become a member of Care Center.
It's amazing to hear back from other IENs. It's very important hearing back that these have supported me into my integration. Without these courses, I feel I was lost. Comments like, thank you for providing us the support that we needed and we didn't know where to find.
When I see an internationally educated nurse, I just don't see their qualifications and skills, but I see their hope, their dreams, and then the challenges that they go through, because I've been there myself.
The benefit of Care Center's Internationally Educated Work Integration Program is mammoth. There's an understanding that IENs, internationally educated nurses, come to Canada, to Ontario, to Nova Scotia with a wealth of experience in nursing. The way that it's practiced may be a little bit different. And once they are actually hired, the support that's given to them in the new work setting is very important to make the person feel included, supported, involved, and that usually increases the retention level.
For all internationally educated nurses, I think we all need this program. And the reason why I would recommend it for every internationally educated nurses is because it's going to help them to practice in a safe manner.
I decided to take the course because I wanted to be more experienced and more knowledgeable about the physical assessment here in Canada, because unlike where I come from, we don't do it the same way. So I believe that taking this course will give me more knowledge and equip me better to integrate into the healthcare and give better care to patients.
I have a message for internationally educated nurses as soon as you come and join the care center, because it's very helpful. Even if I'm RN, I'm still with the care center to upgrade myself.
It was a wonderful opportunity to work with the internationally educated nurses to help to get to know them, share their experiences, and enhance their clinical skills in health and physical assessment.
I just wanted to invite everybody. The OJS is a very powerful tool in order for an IEN to learn regarding the scope of practice, getting to know the system. The healthcare system here is very different from where they came from, and also to network. I think that's one of the best benefits of getting into those places, is to reach out and get to know some other nurses, and also potential employment as well for them after.
It's very interesting. I'm very passionate about what we do because I've been through the journey myself as an internationally educated nurse, and I find it very rewarding being able to support nurses go through their journey just like I did.
Thank you everyone for actually bearing with us some technical hiccups, but I think we're I would say fortunate to be able to meet virtually, so everyone from everywhere they are, and also because there are many of our IENs today, they're working, who are our actually speakers, the valedictorian, and also the 2 John Lesmond Award winner of this year, are joining us virtually, and everyone. So that's another kind of blessing, though we had some of those technical, like kind of the video. You can watch it on our website. Please feel free to, at any time, to go to our website and find the video. So I don't want to actually delay, because I know our valedictorian, Lina Alwattar, has to go back to work. She just took her lunch break a little bit later, so she can be able to join us live. So Lina Alwattar, I would say, is not only an IEN, she's a special IEN for me, at least, because we share a lot with her. So I share the kind, being from the same home country, and also she's been graduating from the same university in Beirut, the American University of Beirut. So, and I got the actually pleasure to meet Lina in person. So Lina Alwattar is an IEN from Lebanon who has a bachelor and a master's of science in nursing from the American University of Beirut. She has 10 years experience in oncology ambulatory care, and was first member of Care Center's PASS, Pre-Arrival Supports and Services Program, joining in 2020. She was so proactive, I would say, Lina. Megan and the PASS team helped Lina, our program coordinator, Megan Winkle, helped Lina accelerate her nursing registration process, moving through the credential assessment and applying to the College of Nurses of Ontario. Lina joined Care Center's STARS program as a smooth transition from PASS to STARS, which we encourage all our clients, pre-arrival and post-arrival, to do so who lands in Ontario, because that was in 2023. She got supported by her case manager, Holly Best, and I would always say Holly Best the best. Thank you, Holly, as well, to pass the NCLEX exam and achieve her RN license at the beginning of 2024. Lina achieved all this while balancing family life with a toddler, oh my God, and a newborn baby. So kudos to all the great work. With multiple job offers, Lina chose Princess Margaret Cancer Center as her first Canadian employer, as the hospital offers her trajectory for her career that aligns perfectly with her goals. I would say Lina works at Princess Margaret Cancer Center, returning to her oncology specialization, where our 2024 John Lesmond Award IEN of the Year Award winner as well works, Jane Rexus, But first, we will hear from our valedictorian for the graduation celebration, Lina Al-Wattar, and then I would introduce our two Journalism Award winners. So thank you, Lina, for joining us. Thank you for taking the time and your busy work schedule, and also because you are just joining and you've been busy with orientation and everything. So all yours, Lina, please.
Thank you, Rola. And thank you for the amazing introduction. It's my honor to be here. Good afternoon, everyone. Esteemed Care Center team, fellow graduates, friends, and family. My name is Lina Al-Wattar, and it's an incredible honor to share this moment with all of you as we celebrate this milestone together. Today, we recognize the hard work, determination, and resilience that have brought each of us here. So my journey began in August 2022 when I joined the PASS Pre-Arrival Program, which helped guide me through the early steps of my Canadian nursing journey. I began my NNAS process right away, determined to make the most of each day and to be as prepared as possible. By staying proactive, I completed the NNAS process and most of my College of Nurses of Ontario requirements before even stepping foot in Canada. When I finally moved here in July 2023, I had one major step remaining, passing the NCLEX. After a month of preparation, I took my exam in January of this year and obtained my nursing license, an achievement that made all the hard work worth it. In August, I began my job search. I registered with Care Center, where I had the privilege of working closely with my case manager, Holly. Her support was invaluable as I polished my resume and strengthened my interview skills. Thanks to her guidance and encouragement, I received 3 job offers, one of which was for my dream role in the very hospital I'd hoped to work in. Reflecting on this journey, I am reminded that success is rooted in hard work, dedication, and above all, perseverance. To anyone facing challenges or setbacks, know that these moments are not roadblocks, but stepping stones guiding you toward your goals. As I close, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to the Care Center team and to everyone who has supported us. Thank you for believing in us, for giving us the tools to thrive, and for walking alongside us as we embark on this new chapter. To my fellow graduates, I wish you courage, strength, and unwavering passion as you step into the future. Let's continue to work hard, stay dedicated, and inspire others with the same commitment and compassion that brought us here. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2024.
Thank you so much, Lina. Thank you. What an inspiration you are. And I would say, like, thinking of all like what you did while you are actually kind of being a mother of a toddler and of a newborn, I would say kudos to all the great work. And as you said, those are not actually hurdles. They are the stepping stones to a brilliant future for any IEN. Just keep the resilience, keep the rhinoceros mindset. You're going to do it. You're going to make it.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. Thank you. Have a great day. Ruth, would you like to say anything? Bessie, please go ahead. Shall we move on? Yeah.
Congratulations. We are so proud of you. Last week today, we were at the Princess Margaret Cancer Care Center, present our award to Jane, our John Lastman Award winner in the RN category. And I mentioned about you. And UHN is very, very happy to have you join the team. And they've been a great supporter to Care Center. So we need ambassadors like yourself, our graduates, to spread the word. It breaks my heart. And I just don't want to hear this one more time from anyone. How I wish I know about Care Center earlier.
Yes.
That is so heartbreaking for me personally.
It is.
I thought we have to do a lot of promotion and all that. Obviously not enough. And we rely on folks like yourself who have gone through the journey. You know how we can help you, and not to mention the network, because as I mentioned earlier, you left your school. So here we are. We create a graduation for you to graduate, to mark this milestone for you to get your license. And then we would like to also create that network that you say goodbye to from your home country. So count on us. So you can see we have Dr. Angela Cooper-Brathwaite, who she's so well connected, provincially, nationally, and internationally. And she is so generous, right? And I can say that among all our team members and many, many of our graduates. So please take advantage of that network. We often hear people say, it's not what you know, but whom you know. But there's some truth in that, right?
Yeah.
Because how else I can recommend Lena if I don't really know Lena? Okay, so please let people know about you. Please let people know how much you bring to the workplace. And as Angela said, capitalize on the positive,
100%.
right? You will not believe this, but for many years, it's hard to believe this actually, that Ruth Lee would keep her mouth shut. But I did. I did for a long time because I'm so afraid that people don't understand me because I speak English as a second language with that accent. Until many not so good things happen to me, I know that first of all, I cannot get rid of this accent unless I physically born again, not spiritually, but physically born again. Because I learned English as an adult, so it's just no way I can get rid, after puberty actually, you cannot get rid of that accent of yours. Not that you want to do that, but if you can speak slower and speak more clearly and articulate clearly, there's no reason people don't understand you. And Canada is a multicultural country, right? So we will capitalize on our strength. Please do not keep your mouth shut when you see there's patient safety issues as you launch your career in this land. And please don't say yes to anyone just because they are your perceived authority. This yes doctor thing sometimes is not very helpful. So my words to all our graduates, you are into a bright future. The sky is the limit for opportunities. You just look at what our role model, Dr. Angela Cooper-Brathwaite have done, right? If you reflect on what she have done and tell yourself, Angela told us this, and I gonna take that to heart. And maybe we can have a whole lot more out of Canada nurses, just like Angela moving forward. And that's why we're so grateful to have her. So congratulations, Lena, congratulations, graduates. Do keep in touch. Just remember, CARE is your family. CARE is your school. CARE is your network. CARE is your champion. CARE is your cheerleader. Okay, all the best and congratulations, Lena and everyone. And I see that Dava is here with us, and I understand June's going to be with us. And again, two quick success story from our past graduates. And just show you that for them to get the John Lessman Nurse of the Year award, they have done a lot. And these are also your role models, something that you will be receiving hopefully in the near future to all our graduates. So Angela, you know Joan quite well, right? And she's I'm so sorry, I'm get emotional every time I mention Joan, because Joan and I used to study together at the Sunnybrook Library when we were doing our undergrads way back when. And so I'm gonna let Rola to tell the story. So I hand back the chairing to Rola to share, and then we get our Joan Lessman Award winners to say a few words as encouragement to the graduates. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, Dow, for joining us, and looking forward to meet you in person tomorrow, where we're actually going to present the awards in person at your organization in Hamilton, St. Joe's Healthcare. So thank you again for joining us today. Let me just introduce for you Dow. Am I saying your name properly? Please correct me.
It's Dawa.
Dawa. So Dawa Turing?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So Dawa Turing, congratulations on being the winner for the John Lessman Award, IEN of the Year 2024 for the Registered Practical Nurse. And you are an IEN from Bhutan?
Yes.
With more than 15 years of nursing experience, and you arrived in Ontario in 2018. He has worked in long-term care and community care and is currently working in acute care setting at St. Joseph Healthcare Hamilton. Dao is working toward his RN registration and looking forward to be of any support as well. I'm sure Lourdes, your case manager, she is amazingly supporting and helping, and is a proud husband and a dad of 3. Again, another actually success and family support. Dao will receive his award on Tuesday, November 19th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., as I mentioned, at St. Joseph Healthcare Hamilton. So you're welcome to join us for the presentation of the award for all your friends, families, and all colleagues as well. So I leave the mic for you to actually say and talk to us about your success story and say a few words about it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, first of all. Thank you so much for having me here. This is a great opportunity to meet with such a great people like in my life here in life. I would also like to thank Care Center for awarding me with the JL RPN Award of the Year. It was overwhelming and honored to get such an award. To talk a little bit about myself, I'm from a smallest country, like very tiny country, not very exposed to the developed countries. Our country is still developing, and when I've never been to other countries, and then when I came here in Canada, it's like very challenging. I even didn't know how to use the GPS system. So it's very hard. It's dragging the kids here and there with the bus, and then missing the bus, not knowing where to go. Those life were like very challenging. I started my NNS journey in 2021, and then I have no idea. I actually browsed a lot of websites, but then I didn't get any. And then I watched some YouTubes from IN Care Center though, and then I registered with the. I actually didn't register with the IN Care Center, but then I came in touch with the IN Care Center that time, but I didn't actually happen. And then in 2023, when I got the my registration, I also registered with the IN Care Center, and then they directed me with the proper guidance, and then that gave me the site where to go. Before that, I was totally blind. I didn't know what I'm doing. I didn't know what actually where I was going. I was missing so much in my life, in my journey of registration. I couldn't meet my education as an RN. I didn't I was away from work for more than 3 years. I had to do SPEP. I didn't know what to do. So the IN Care Center, especially Lourdes, thank you so much. She helped me a lot with the process. They even helped me with the professional development workshops and trainings, prior to my SPEP, and then also with the job shadowing, and then searching for jobs. So the acknowledgement is always in my heart. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And again, another, I would say, perseverance and determination through all the hardships. And you reminded me of a story of myself waiting on the bus. on a crazy rainy night and cold night with 2 kids as well. And I didn't know where to go and how to go, which bus to take. And when my kids start actually kind of a bit scared, it's dark. And I thought, like, it's not a wise idea to stay in the dark. And then I called for a taxi, and that was again something that I still remember. Like, you have to go through these moments until you learn your way. And this is the same in the nursing profession. You start to learn more about your roles, your Canadian healthcare setting, and all the scope of practice and standards of practice. So thank you for sharing this, and also for being as well as open and adapting to the new environment. Thank you. And just before actually going to our to introduce our second John Lessman Award winner for the RN category, I would like to actually just give some highlight. As Ruth Lee was mentioning about Dr. John Lessman, and I know how it is very kind of special for her to speak about and getting emotional. So the award was named after the late Dr. John Lessman, who is a nurse leader who've been a champion of diversity, equity, and inclusion, and a great friend to Care Center. So the award recognizes a member of any registered nurse or registered practical nurse who excel in the profession. They can be nominated by colleagues, by patients, by family members, or even they can do self-nomination. IENs receive the award in their workplace, and this is what happened last week at Princess Margaret for Jane, who is our second actually speaker, and also is going to happen tomorrow. We'll be heading to Hamilton, Ruth Lee, myself, and other Care Center as well team members. So thank you. Thank you for all the organization who supports those IENs at the workplace in order to thrive and flourish. And as Ruth Lee would always say, as a visionary leader, it only needs the flower to grow and to be nurtured in a good soil, in a good environment. And she says this better than me. So just to let you know, I'm just like can't beat her wisdom and the way she actually kind of put these analogies together, but I try. So the soil needs to be well prepared for the IENs. It's not only the IENs who needs to adapt to the environment. So thank you to all those organizations who are doing a great work in promoting IENs in the Canadian healthcare system. So Jane, thank you. I saw Jane on the screen, and I'm not sure if she's got any technical issues here.
Well, of
So
course,
guide me, Bessie, guide me.
of course, with all the technical issues, just like the challenges IENs go through, we're going through challenges today, but we're persevering, we're pushing through, and we're being flexible. Jane did join, but she had some technical issues. While we wait for her to join, we do have a picture here to share that Ruth just shared with me. If you can all see, this was from, remind us, a couple of weeks ago, from last week, right?
Last week today.
Last week.
Yeah, last
today.
Monday.
Yeah.
Last Monday. So a
Yeah.
beautiful picture capturing the event. We'll wait for Jane to join. I do have to say, this has been very inspiring and motivational, and all through the challenges we're going through. But I can't help remember my first steps as a graduating nurse 10 years ago, exactly in 2014. I did as well go through many challenges, but Care Center was my safe place. And I'm going to share a brief story while we wait a little bit for Jane to join. I didn't know about care right away, so I didn't have a job in a healthcare right away. I was applying to Tim Hortons and McDonald's, but I wasn't good enough. Couldn't get a job there. I was able to get a job as a waitress through connections, a Greek-owned business run, and I was working evening shifts, so because we had issues with childcare, and it was a banquet hall serving weddings, events. And about 3 months in, after I had arrived, I'm preparing for an event that we're serving, and it happened to be the ONA event from Sunnybrook. So I was going to be serving the nurses from Sunnybrook. So you can just imagine when I went in for that shift, knowing that, am I going to make it? Well, maybe not. Maybe I'm just good as being a waiter for nurses here. And as I'm cleaning up the salad dishes, getting ready for the first dish, and filling up water glasses on the tables, the speaker from Sunnybrook Ona Rep comes up and says, "A big round of applause to the best nurses of the world." And I just felt, what am I doing here? These are the best nurses of the world. I can't become a nurse like them. Maybe this is all I can do. With my background, with our background, we came and I was defeated. And I went home that day, packed my suitcases, and told my husband I'm leaving. And he was the safe place. And then I found Care Center and my case managers, and the team became my safe place. So we are your safe place, our safe place. And I see it as a tear comes down, but I see Jane on the screen here, and these are happy moments. So even we go through some challenges, some technical difficulties, we persevere and we get through. So Jane, we were just
Tears of joy, tears of
tears
joy.
of joy.
Bessie, thank you so much. So good to see you again, Jane. Thank you for taking the time to share your story of success and the words of encouragement to the fellow, to the graduates.
Hello, I'm so sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. I cannot join through my phone. I'm having issue with my laptop. I think my screen is too bright. I'm trying to adjust it, but I couldn't.
It's much better now.
It's much better now.
Much better now, yes.
I kept on trying logging back and forth, but this is the best I can do.
We just
Please
saw
forgive
your
me.
picture. We just saw the picture of the ceremony. Yeah, you look much better. Yeah, no worries.
Perfect. Thank you so much. To my CARE family, to our honorable guest, to our graduates, family and friends, good afternoon, everyone. It is an immense privilege and an honor to be here and celebrate with you this incredible achievement. Today marks the end of one journey and opens the beginning of another one. This new journey awaiting for you will be filled with new opportunities, contribution to the field of nursing, especially in making difference in the lives of others. As an internationally educated nurse from the Philippines, I understand how difficult it is to take this path. I commend all of you for your perseverance, strong motivation, and resilience in navigating through the Canadian systems, adapting to multicultural aspect, overcoming language barriers, and more importantly, enhancing your skills in line to Canadian healthcare system. Despite of many obstacles you faced in this journey, you remained strong. Your strong dedication and hard work resulted this achievement, and this achievement showed your strong passion and love for nursing. These qualities you possess will bring a unique perspective and will enrich the practice of nursing here in Canada. I also would like to take this opportunity once again to thank Care Center, your family, friends, and mentors who supported and give you motivation to overcome the obstacles you faced along the way. Your never-ending support and enormous encouragement has been essential in helping them reach this milestone. Congratulations. We are so happy and proud of all of your achievement, all of your accomplishment as well. We are excited to see the positive impact you will give in your new role. We look forward to all of your achievement in the future. And once again, congratulations, and may God continue to bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Jane. Thanks a lot. Again, more inspiration. As you said, it's just the beginning of many, many journeys. It's just not the end of one journey. Means like we're just closing a chapter. We're opening so many other chapters. And for more than just a career, it's about being the future leaders and to lead the healthcare system as well. And as I'm looking at my screen, here I can see that we have Dr. Cooper Brathwaite, who is an inspirational leader, who's been an IEN, who actually advocated for so many IENs, for the, I would say, diversity, equity, and inclusion, and more than this, and anti-racism. And Dr. Ruth Lee, who always speaks about how to ensure that we are really giving the opportunities for those talents that comes and want to be working in the Canadian healthcare system as IENs. So thank you, everyone. And I see Lena, and I see Dao, and I see Jane. And for sure, Bessie, I would say, like, thank you so much for all your hard work and everything that you do, inspiring as well other IENs and supporting them through our growing list of professional development that are really actually helpful and supportive for them to get whatever they need from the goals for their career. I leave it with you, Bessie. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone. And I'm humbled to be part of this group and family, listening to everyone's stories. We motivate each other, I think. And I would just like to kindly ask all graduates, and I see many IENs in the group joining today that are on their journey. Remember that the lessons you have learned here and you will continue to learn extend far beyond PDs, mentoring, reviewing, and updating skills. They include strong bonds with your case managers, resilience, perseverance, critical thinking, collaboration, a lifelong love for learning. I think these are the tools that will guide you and us all through life's challenges and opportunities. Rola said it best, and after Dr. Cooper and Dr. Ruth, believe in yourselves. Never stop striving for excellence, developing further your growing strong mindset, and focus on professional development. I think we are here to continuously adapt and update the programs to meet the changing needs in order to support each other, advancing further our careers. And as very well said, the sky's the limit, so please aim for it. We are committed to continuing educating the internationally educated nurses of tomorrow, and we place a strong emphasis on professional development to help us realize our full potential and become clinically and culturally competent members of our healthcare systems. And at that, I'm going to try to play another video that we have here prepared.
This IV therapy workshop, it's been facilitated by the Care Center for Internationally Educated Nurses to facilitate the sharing of knowledge through cognitive, like psychomotor and affective learning of the internationally educated nurses here in Ontario. These IENs have a prior knowledge and training. So what we are doing here right now is to boost their confidence, to bring all the basics, and it will all come back to them.
One of the main reasons as to why I am here on this workshop, because I wanted to integrate myself more on the Canadian healthcare system. I've learned a lot of differences from way back home on how we do IV therapy. Also, I encourage most of my friends to join this kind of workshops that Care for Nurses provide, because not only that they improve or really make your technical skills into nursing be better. Also, they provide communication skills. They better assist you on how you can be a better Canadian nurse here when you join the workforce.
I see it as a big challenge. I said, let me see the difference between Canadian intravenous therapy and the IVs, the intravenous therapy we do back there in Nigeria. And I discovered it was it's the same thing when it comes to going to the vein for the therapy, but the requirements, that's the gadgets you use, they are very different.
This is actually offered as a one-day workshop. It composed of, like, in the morning we do the theory, touching all the anatomy, the learning and how the procedural and touching base with the infection control, then what are the devices and other different kind of peripheral IVs and central access device. And in the afternoon, we do the hands-on training, where we give our feedbacks to the IENs, and then at the same time to give and to share our expertise, what are the tips and on how to and the strategies to facilitate a successful IV insertion, and would help them when they integrate into Canadian healthcare system.
The hands-on experience is really makes a difference, because most of the equipments I'm not familiar. So especially with the CVAD, it's the first time I've seen it. Also even with the IV therapy workshop, some of the equipments are way easier to navigate, to use, compared to what we usually do way back home. So probably this kind of materials and equipments, if you are trained to how to better use it, then you can market yourself more once you try to apply for any RN job positions in the future.
I discovered a lot of new things here. It's like when people say they learn every day, is correct. Because today I learned a lot of things, even to prime. We call it remove the air, flush the air. I had the language today for the first time. To prime it, that is removing the air in the syringe or whatever the medication you want to introduce to the body. So it's like a very big, memorable day for me.
It's a good opportunity for everyone, because at the care center, they care about the future of IENs. And this, through workshop, we are paving the way and shaping the future of IENs here in Canada.
I highly encourage all the internationally educated nurses to get out from your shell, join workshops like this, improve yourself, and don't just be complacent of what you know, because every day you will learn something new. Care for nurses, they are very true to their motto, wherein our success, their clients, is also their success. So we are very forever thankful to them.
A beautiful day, and beautiful days always. The professional development workshops always offer skills, collaboration, network. I enjoy each and every one of them, and looking forward to continue seeing you all there. So I think at this time, maybe we can continue with some more wishes in the chat box. Maybe we can, Ruth and Rola, if we can ask people to now kind of join and take some group shots before everybody starts.
Would it be just ask our team members to join first, so we can take a collective picolage, nice picolage with the team, with the awards winners and Lena. Thank you.
And thank you so much, Angela. You stayed till the end with us. This is remarkable. Thank you so much. That is so special to all of us.
I have to run. I have to go correct assignments. So I'll take the group picture.
Okay, let's take a group picture. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Bessie's bringing everyone in.
Yes.
Oh, he's Ruth Wise.
You're mute.
Since everything seems quiet and I never give up the opportunity to speak, I want to convey my congratulations to all of you who have achieved registration. You are, beyond a doubt, the bravest, most resilient people that I know. My respect for you is unending, and I so welcome you into our nursing profession. I feel honored to help you as a colleague. So welcome. We need you. We want you. We're glad you're here.
And I would say the great mentor and the great wisdom of all time. Thank you, Ruth Wise, for being as well part of my journey, my own journey. I really appreciate everything that you do for all IENs, including myself. Thank you.
It's so wonderful. More. Let's see how many more of our team able to join this afternoon. Thank you so
guys are
much.
looking good.
Here's Ishmael, all the way from London, Ontario.
Commonly known as our smooth talker. We're glad to see you, Ishmael.
Yeah,
Good to see you. You look good as well.
Now, Ishmael is one of our Joan Lastman Award winners as well. So
That's very long time ago.
yeah. What a role model. Yeah.
So maybe on the count of 3, we all say congratulations, and I'll take the screenshot. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations.
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 Oh.
Perfect. And we do have a few chats in the chat box with wishes. Ruth is asking everybody to share your words of congratulations and encouragements. We will go through the Q&A as well. Please share your words of congratulations. Congratulations, graduates, all the best, and do keep in touch with us and be the changes that you want to see in nursing in Canada. Dawa, congratulations to the new grads. Holly, congratulations to all the graduates. It's a huge honor as a case manager to be able to support you on your journey. Lena, so very proud of you. Very nice words of encouragement, very inspiring and motivational today.
Whoever would like as well to be on the screenshot, they're welcome as well.
Yeah, so should we open?
So if
yeah.
you feel like, please feel
Whoever-
free to join. Yeah.
Correct. So whoever would like, please raise your hand in the audience, and I will be adding you. Perfect. And we have Mark Ravoso from our facilitators that was in the video as
The
well.
video. Oh,
Yes,
that's
he's
great.
joining. All right, let's get them entered.
Mark
here.
is the president of the Integrated Filipino Nurses Association Canada. Welcome, Mark. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, don't be shy, everybody. Don't be shy. Join in the celebrations. It's your day. I'm calling out to all the graduates. It's your day. We won't be here without you. The reason why we're here is because of you, to celebrate your success, launching your career, helping the healthcare system. Our clients, our patients, our community need you. You bring so much to your work every day, your language ability, your expertise, your cultural knowledge. And everybody heard me say this when, for example, Rola introduced herself, Bessie introduced herself, that they are internationally educated nurses. And I introduced myself, I'm not good enough to be an internationally educated nurses.
Hi.
Because I couldn't get into nursing school. That's why I come to Canada. So I keep my mouth shut about that. It's embarrassing, not able to get in nursing school in my home country. It's very competitive. Canada's competitive too, but Canada's big, so I have a chance. So luckily, I'm part of the nursing community, and that's why I have utmost respect to my internationally educated nurses colleagues. So
It's
welcome.
It's competitive, but doable.
Doable, yes. Yes. So I really encourage all of you, if you so desire, to continue your education in Canada. Yeah, and contribute to the best you can. And as I mentioned, we do have clients, members that who keep on going back to school. And as I said, last time we have 4 of them got their doctorates, and 2 of them actually sit on our board, and they become my bosses, being at the board of directors members. So yes, please join in. I see a few winners in the past.
Congratulations,
have
Dr.
joined
Ruth
us.
and
Hi, Mark.
Yeah, congratulations and nice video. I love it. Congratulations and to all the graduates of 2024. Yeah, congratulations.
With you being starring it and so many other IANs and Bessie, definitely it is.
So
I think
please
we have a
join
hand up
in.
there.
Yes, just Paul, have you been, would you like to say some words of encouragement or would you like to share your comment?
Yeah, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. Congratulations your ceremony, first of all. Yeah. So I have completed GNM nursing background. I have 6 year experience in hospital as a staff nurse. In Canada, I have completed personal support worker. So now I am looking for a job related to personal support worker, and I want to clear like RN. So is how to like this one?
So just Paul, if I understood, you're in your journey and you're looking currently for a personal support worker position?
Yeah, it's a personal support worker is my done in Canada.
All right. And are you a member of CARE?
Yes.
Perfect. Then we'll connect with your case manager and we'll together as a team collaboratively support
Yes.
you in achieving your goals as well, one step at a time.
Yeah.
So I will follow up with you and we will meet later on. I will discuss with your case manager if she's not on call right now, and we will meet later today or tomorrow.
Okay, thank you so much.
Perfect. Good luck with you as well. And very soon we'll be celebrating your success story.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
Yes, yes.
Tina, please go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we have another Joan Lesman Award winner with us, and Novelet Francis.
That's right. I recognize her name. So Novelet, you want to turn on
Exactly.
your camera? Novelet was in Newfoundland and she come to Ontario to receive the award. That was almost the last time we can have it in person, I think. It was quite a number of years ago. So good to
Hi,
see you, Novelet.
hello.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in and
Yes,
sharing the joy.
yes, just want to say congratulations to both winners and also to the graduation class. And as always, persistent perseverance and hard work. And with the great support of the Care Center team, they'll make it and we'll continue to make it as IENs here in Canada.
Right.
Thank you for those inspiring words.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So Bessie, have we taken the picture yet? Maybe we once again ask people, please turn on your camera.
Yes, absolutely.
And we want to share
So
that.
if everyone on call, I see one more hand up. I've been asking them to join. So whoever's on the panel now can turn on their cameras. And on the count of 3
Christine.
again.
I love the lovely face with
Yeah,
you.
I see Christine is
Oh,
bringing a future nurse with her here.
Exactly.
Lovely.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Congratulations. I love all the smiles. Perfect. I just took a couple, so this is great.
Thank you, Bessie. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. More chat, more congratulations in the chat box. Let me go. We're all proud of you from Lourdes. Luciana, congrats. Keep shining and inspiring others. Jane, congratulations to our graduates. We are so proud of you. Congratulations from Neil. Gilda, congratulations to the new graduates. And Mark, congratulations, everyone. We're proud of you. Mary Jane, thank you, CARE team. Congratulations to all fellow graduates. Kisang, congratulations to all the graduates. So proud of all of you. Very, very big thank you to Kisang for all the support as well. Congratulations to all of you from Chinri. We'll be celebrating your success very soon too. So very happy and looking forward to seeing you all in the near future as well. As some of you are, I can identify, are in the journey. So it won't be too long. It won't be too long till we celebrate your success stories. And I would just kindly like to ask to all of you, graduates and non-graduates, stay in touch with your case managers. We really love listening to all the challenges, but we also love listening to your success stories. We celebrate together. Our motto is your success is our success, and it really is. So please don't forget sharing those. We do take them to heart and we do celebrate them with you. Ruth, Rola, any last words, comments? Anybody else from the team or anybody else that'd like to add something before we wrap up for today?
So again, congratulations. And I'd like to remind every graduate that for the next year, almost, after you receive your RN or RPN, our case managers will follow you for 1 full year to make sure that you launch your career successfully, that if you have any challenges, we are that person to listen to you and we'll work together to find ways to resolve issues. So it's not easy to, I don't want Lena to take my message incorrectly. Congratulations with your new job, but in anything new, right? There's always positive and maybe not so positive. So we are your sounding board. We are the one that been here before you. We've been here in the healthcare system. We're here to listen to you, and together we work out ways to help you move along, to make sure that you integrate into the Canadian healthcare system in your workplace successfully. So I'm looking at the lady called Ruth Wise Chuck, who is leading our workplace integration program. We have done a lot of work in there to supporting the employers. Rola used the story I used to share, or the analogy. I see Canada as a beautiful garden. So for those of you maybe close to Edwards Garden or been to Victoria's Botanical Garden, you know what I'm talking. The flower, the plantations are so beautiful. And they all come from the tough seeds like the IENs. But in order for them to flourish, to look beautiful and very, very colorful and healthy, it needs the right kind of soil. It needs the right kind of water. It needs the right kind of temperature and sunshine. And that's what the workplace is about. And that's why Care Center, in addition to supporting all of you as a tough seat that we're so lucky to have in Canada, to make you strong, make you use your skills and knowledge, we also prepare, like to work with employers to prepare the workplace to welcome you. And I'm so happy to tell you, many of them have actually responded. So don't be surprised when you are in the workplace, you will hear about the workplace integration program. We're working hard to make sure that the seed will grow and flourish. And Ruth is someone I am very, very respect of, and she brings 6 decades of nursing in Canada. So I hope Ruth wouldn't mind that I will ask her to say a few words to the graduates as a word of encouragement. Many of you have actually had the opportunity and the good fortune of learning from Ruth. So if Ruth, is it okay with you to say a few words, please?
Ruth, you know, I never give up the opportunity to speak. So of course, I'm glad. I said earlier, I'm congratulations to all of you who've moving forward in your journey towards registration and employment. As I said before, I feel honored to have you as colleagues and part of the nursing profession. Don't give up the good fight. You've heard from your colleagues in terms of some of the challenges they've encountered, but as my friend Ismail said, it's worth the battle. This has been a wonderful career for me for over 60 years. I can't imagine having done anything else. And so I welcome you into the profession. I look forward to interacting with you and perhaps working with you, but never give up. You're here. We're glad you're here. We want you to stay.
Thank you, Ruth. Then, so you start any kind of fight in these words, do reach out to your case manager, right? Because together, we're going to work with you and support you to pave a way of success. So I open again to the floor to any of the team member, any graduate, you want to say any words, share your experience and that before we close. So thank you so much. Do keep in touch.
Thank you, team. I just want to give my team a big thank you, a big thank you. And again, without your support to the IENs and without your dedication and your talents, I think we all kind of need that. We wouldn't be where we are today and to reach to this point. So thank you. And graduates, you're our ambassadors. Please keep in touch. And also, there's always opportunities to support other fellow IANs through being expert nurses, mentors, or facilitators. So we always reach out to you for this support. So please, anytime you find yourself like ready for that, just give us a kind of a shout. Thank you.
So I'm very delighted to see Leslie Hurst in the chat box put in. Leslie is one of our directors on the board, and she's an internationally educated nurse herself, and she provides excellent leadership at the board level. And I learned a lot from Leslie. And we have a meeting today at 5 o'clock. I'm so glad that Leslie is able to join in the celebration. Thank you so much, Leslie.
And we've
Just
got
wanted
Lourdes.
I just wanted to say congratulations to all the graduates, and we're really so proud of you. I know how much work you did, and you are now here, and it's also an opportunity for you to hopefully to continue to become care ambassadors. And what Rola mentioned also is like one day, I know some of you by faces and all, because you've already participated in observational job shadowing. One day you'll be at work and you'll see some of the IENs from Care for Nurses, and also try to volunteer as one of the expert nurses also at your facility. That would be great, an opportunity to continue to supporting your fellow IENs. Always be mindful of those individuals who are now pursuing where you were at, like, a year or 2 years ago. Now you have a chance to support them. Keep shining, as what Luciana said. And again, congratulations from all of us. And again, we're so proud of you.
Okay, thank you, everyone. I see this right on the dot at 3 o'clock. So this concludes our celebration of graduation 2024. All the best. And as I said, don't forget, we are your family. So there's nothing you can, keep to yourself as a family member. We're here to help you. We have the best interest of you at heart, because at Care Center, our motto is your success, our success. Okay, so please make us feel successful by sharing your story with us. When you have a downtime, we're here to listen to you as well as a family member and as colleagues. So thank you. Congratulations.
Bye, everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
And warm.
Yes, and warm as winter approaches.
Mm-hmm.